Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, 100% Pure Elvis. Thank you for taking the time out to return to my channel today. And if you are new to the 100% Pure Elvis channel, welcome aboard and thank you for joining. Now today I am doing an upload of Life Remembering Elvis 30 Years Later magazine for a subscriber of mine, John. So John, here's the upload that you've been asking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through page by page of this great magazine from my collection. If you are interested in purchasing this magazine, go onto eBay, type in Life Magazine Remembering Elvis, and hopefully you will be able to pick up this magazine. So again, great 1950s image there of Elvis on the front cover, a famous image of Elvis. And as you can see, a new expanded edition of Life's classic book with never before seen photographs on the reverse. Again, a classic image of Elvis on stage from the 1950s. Let's start going through this magazine. So here we go. Signing autographs there to his beloved public, again from the 1950s. There we go, there's the man himself. And I can't remember how long I've had this magazine in my collection. Number of years. So it's got to be, well, 30 years later, so it's got to be 2007, hasn't it? So again, I can't believe how old this magazine is already. So I've had this in my collection since then. And that's such a great image there. Oh, look at this here, look at that. Stunning. I always have some of my subscribers message me to say, Mark, where are your book and magazine flip-through? Again, you know, I love doing magazine and book flip-throughs and reviews. I just think at times it does take a lot to do because, you know, the way I hold my camera phone, I have to video it from above. The setup that I have at home isn't the best. I do the best that I can with what I've got. So the book and magazine flip-throughs at times are quite difficult for me to do, but I will always do it whenever a subscriber asks me to. And again, I've done many book and magazine reviews on my channel, so please take time out to return to my channel and look out for them. And then that a great image of Elvis at age 3 with his parents, Gladys and Vernon. Again, we look again at the great image of a young Elvis. I love looking at images of Elvis. Do you know, when you are flipping through a magazine on Elvis and you've not read that magazine or looked through that magazine in a while, you never tire of looking at these images. And oh, look at that. That's just a classic image of Elvis. I'm just going to stay on that page for a while. Now, one of my subscribers who has supported me from the very beginning, which is Gina over at Patrick Att's Place for Elvis fans. Again, we are of the opinion, do you know, when you buy a book or a magazine on Elvis, do you buy that to look at the images inside the magazine or book, or do you buy it to read as well as look at the images? I'm a true believer in, you must read the content inside. You know, for me, I've purchased some magazines and purchased some books on Elvis that, you know, you look at the photos inside, and sometimes it distracts from the content inside. But for me, always take the time out to read the book or magazine. That's my opinion, and Gina at Patrick Att's Place for Elvis fans feels the same way. So, again, do you have a favourite image of Elvis from the 1950s? I love the images. Do you know when he's on the train and he's relaxing and he's just listening to the radio, and I love them images. Look at that hysteria there from them girls. There we go, look at this here. I just look at me relaxing there. It's just, I just love it. I'm just going to quickly say something else, if you don't mind. It's nothing to do with Elvis, but I'm also a big fan of Marilyn Monroe. And, you know, as you all know, Life magazine did a special on Marilyn just before she passed away. And I've got that magazine as well. Life magazine did great releases on big name stars, and obviously I love that one as well on Marilyn Monroe. So again, unfortunately I can't do a review on that because this is my Elvis channel and I don't have any other channel, but the only other channel that I have is my other YouTube channel, which is solely dedicated to other stuff that I like doing. So if you are interested, leave a comment below and I will share with you the YouTube channel name on that. But look, again, more great 50s images of Elvis here at home. I always say in my uploads, whether it's in colour or in black and white, Elvis never took a bad image or photo, sorry. Look, mass hysteria. Again, let's look at that then. Famous image there. So this one here is quite rare, I believe. I've not seen this image for quite a while. Again, I was saying earlier, when you look through the magazines and come across an image that you say, oh yeah, you know, I've not seen that in a while. This is an image I've not seen in a while. Right, now this is from Love Me Tender. While I stay on this page, I might be slightly controversial here. Do you know when you purchase a magazine or a book on Elvis, this, like, most of it, over half of it, always talks about the 1950s or focuses more on the beginning of his career. You know, sometimes, okay, I understand that, but again, I would love to see more releases focusing on every aspect of Elvis's career. So already, I would say we're nearly halfway through this magazine and we're still looking at images from the 1950s. But it doesn't bother me, but I would love to see more focus on the other eras of Elvis. I hope the gloss isn't too bad for you. I hope you can see these images clear enough. Look at that, I love that as well. You know, very simplistic image of Elvis there at his debut album. And now look at this. Now you see, this here is the entire collection up until his sad passing, Moody Blue. You know, I'm looking through them now, and how many of them do I have in my collection? I'm just quickly scanning through every single one of them. Now, believe it or not, I have every single one of them in my collection, I am happy to say. I am a true Elvis fan, like you all are. So we're going, that's Elvis going into the army now. Bless him. He looks so tired there. Such an emotional image there of Elvis and his dad Vernon. Look at that one. I like that image as well. Just lying on his bed, like army barracks, is it? Priscilla. There we go with Minnie May. Or Dodger, as Elvis called her. Oh, God, I love that image of Elvis there. So, as you all know, that was used for volume 2 of Peter Gorelnik's book on Elvis. Image there from Harum Scarum, or in the United Kingdom, Harum Holiday. Not a favourite of mine. Here we go, the movie posters. My favourite is Change of Habit. Which is your favourite? Closely followed by Blue Hawaii and Live a Little, Love a Little. You know, again, people say, well, why isn't it the early movies that you prefer? I'll tell you one thing now. I absolutely love King Creole, Jailhouse Rock, etc. I just have to go on what my favourites are. I'm not saying that the early movies weren't the best. You know, for me, King Creole is his best acted movie, I truly believe. But no, I mean, my favourite is Change of Habits and followed by Blue Hawaii. Blue Hawaii because I was brought up on Blue Hawaii. My mum always had that movie on. And Change of Habit because when I seen that for the first time, I absolutely adored the movie and turned out to be my favourite. There we go. An image here from GI Blues. Many images from Elvis's movie career. Let me zoom in there. There we go. Where's this from? Does it say? No, I don't know much about this one here, unfortunately. Does anyone else? Can anyone share any more light on that image there? With the beautiful Judy Tyler. We all know what happened to Judy. Sadly, got killed in a road accident shortly after filming finished. Such a sad loss. The wedding. Looked so happy and content. Oh, look at that. In his gorgeous black leather suit from the 68 special. From Elvis on tour. Now, do you see what I mean? So what they've done, they've jumped from the 68 special to 72, and now we're looking at images, selected images of Elvis from the 70s. For me, they need to focus more on each era of his career. Beautiful family photo there. Again, do you know what? I mean, people say even when Elvis put on weight, he was so handsome. Truly believe that. Such a handsome man. So we're going into, unfortunately, August 16th, 1977. There we go. Look at that. Elvis, we'll miss you. Don't get me started on this sort of thing. I'm just going to get through this page, get through that page. Here we go. So obviously this is the stamp that was chosen to be issued. You had two images to choose from. You had this image from the 1950s and you had a 1970s image of Elvis. So here, the debut album, and this is The Clash, London Calling, K.D. Lang. So again, look at the influence. Vigil there, candlelight vigil. Meditation gardens. Oh, I love. Oh, let me. There we go. Look, see what I meant about the gloss. So I'm trying. We're nearly finished. Elvis's style was one of its own. He had impeccable style. I like this is a rare one. I love that as well. It's a great one there. And there we have it. We have Life, Remembering Elvis 30 years later. Great magazine there. First place to go to, I would say, is eBay. Besides that, maybe go on to, I don't know if Life magazine have their own website, so please try that also. But I would imagine you're able to pick this up from eBay. I won't know how much it would be, so sorry about that. But I hope you've enjoyed this upload. And for me, I just want to quickly say, you know, about Elvis's style. His style was impeccable, and I think that comes from being brought up in a dirt poor family. There was no money. They were very poor, and obviously, you know, even before Elvis became famous, you know, he always went out of his way to look smart and presentable. And I think when Elvis started becoming famous, that's what he continued doing in his life, and I don't blame him. So before I close out, check out the amazing Life, Remembering Elvis 30 Years Later magazine. So John, I am sorry it's taken a while for me to get through this magazine for you. And again, thank you for taking the time out to comment and ask for this upload. I hope you thoroughly enjoy it like everyone else. If anyone has any questions about the magazine, please leave in the comments below and I will reply to you all as soon as I possibly can. I'm going to sign out by saying, please keep Elvis close to your hearts. Please keep on playing his music, and love to you all. And I will speak soon, everybody. Bye-bye.